CGTN's Yasser Hakim spoke to an Egyptian steel magnate, Ahmed Abou Hashima. He's the founder of Egyptian Steel, the largest steel manufacturer in North Africa. It produces about 3 million tons of the stuff every year. He also owns Egyptment factories and a media group. Hashima is pretty optimistic about Egypt's growing cooperation with the world's second largest economy.
Thank you for joining us here on CGTN, and we'd like to know first what is the kind of cooperation and investments and partnerships with the Chinese companies?
We work with a Chinese company called Sinoma. We're establishing an industrial complex in Suhag City, Upper Egypt, that will be inaugurated next May. It'll include a cement factory. This complex is the first in Suhag and Egypt, with investments of $500 million. It has all the needs for the construction industry. All products are manufactured inside the complex. It's like a one-stop shop for construction materials.
How do you view the Chinese-Egyptian cooperation, especially on the economic field?
China is an economic superpower that has a huge influence on the world economy. It doesn't have colonial ambitions like the Western countries, which makes it very comfortable and safe to work with. The relations between China and Egypt are strong, reaching the strategic level. And this is apparent when you know Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and Chinese President Xi Jinping have met 6 times in the last few years. Egypt is an important African country as well. With $7 billion in investments from China up to 2018, Egypt is the 3rd largest destination for Chinese investments on the continent.
What do you think about FOCAC and having the Chinese leaders and the African leaders together in one conference and one forum? How is it good for Egypt and how is it good for Africa?
The forum is very important for Africa because it's a continent that has unused resources and potential, while China can be a catalyst to the development of Africa. Through FOCAC, China can transfer its expertise and know-how to the continent. For example, in agriculture, agricultural products and the agro-industry are 2 sectors that China has been very successful in and can transfer this success to Africa, which has the good base for agricultural projects.
Chinese President Xi Jinping has been launching the Belt and Road Initiative in the last few years. How can Egypt play a role in that?
It will encourage Chinese companies to come and invest in Egypt. Egypt can be the hub because of its strategic location, political stability, and facilities provided by the government. China now views Egypt not just as a market for exports, but a base for manufacturing and exporting to the rest of Africa and the Middle East.
Thank you very much, sir, for joining us here.